This video is being brought to you by the Wessies in your wall. Please do not earth them. We're just trying to find somewhere to sleep.
It's good, everybody. South Wessie. Just wanted to create a little channel here. To be honest, I wanted to make this so I could grow as big as I possibly can, so that BitBoy has no reason to not box me at the next crypto fight night. So that is my goal, and we will get there. Anyway, gonna be doing just a bunch of random stuff here, research, anything. Who cares? We're just gonna talk. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is because I'm seeing a lot of people who absolutely have no clue about anything on Solana. So I'm just going to show you, and maybe this is a series, who knows. I'm just going to show you some things. I'm going to start off with this one little ecosystem that's through Hubble and Kamino. Hubble is a borrow lending loans, earn swap platform. They also have their own stablecoin, which is actually quite a nice stablecoin. I've done some threads on it in the past, and you can look up. I'll link some stats about it and everything. It's done, tremendously, and it gives real yield. Like right now, because they've got lending borrows and stuff, and their own HBB, they have quite a nice APR right now, or just on the staking the stablecoin. That's like you get through liquidations and stuff, and the HBB, which is their other coin, that's only 2.59%. And right now the liquidations, people are getting absolutely liquidated left, right, and center, and Solana's gone up so much. So mate, look, anyway. So this basically you can do Sol Land, you can already deposit into Sol Land, and then you can come here and do borrow extra, like holy fuck. And then they've got this, they give the average, DeFi treasury stuff, which is where the most of people will do theirs. And one of the cool things about it is they have a bunch of I don't want to say partnerships, but they have just incentives through Lido and stuff. So if you're supplying Sol and you put in some stake Sol as well, you get an extra 16.46% APR. I don't understand why people don't utilize this stuff. So basically you can just borrow, supply some Sol, and then hedge it out, whatever you want to do, and get this extra bonus, and then take your stable coins or whatever, and then do whatever you want with them. But what they have is this, it's not really it's a kind of a separate entity, but it's made by the same people as Hubble, and they're both great guys, not great guys, they're both great projects and people, and Kamino is built on top of Orca whirlpools. So Orca is a LP service, right? Where you create your own vault. Not vault. You create your own ranges. Say I went to Sol USDC, I want to supply liquid. I don't want to connect my wallet. Okay. Well, say I went to Sol USDC, right? I can choose between just two ranges that I want to supply to, because these are CLMMs, or concentrated liquidity market makers. Very cool thing if you know about them. But if you're a noob, you're better off just doing extremely wide ranges, because you'll get destroyed by IL and everything. And the fees you make probably won't fix you, which is why I'm gonna show you something next. But the closer you get, the more risk you are of being pushed out of range, obviously. But the estimated APR is, calculated through just backtesting and stuff. But it obviously goes higher because your liquidity is spread so closely together that your shekels are being used more and utilized more. But it's always important, if you wanted to get into that stuff, you have to get really deep and then understand tick spacing, the fee rates, and how much liquidity is in a range, because they've a good little graph here. I really like this because there's ways to play things where if there's actually no liquidity in a range, blah blah blah, you can do things. But yeah, so you can even supply one side if you want, and then say you want to DCA into, this is probably a better way to DCA into coins. You just put your USDC here, and then you set your range to 5 if you think Sol's going to fucking again, but no, or they can DCA out anyway. So that's extremely cool way to yield on your shekels after you can borrow and then do that. But I recommend, this is what I like to do. Obviously, I do now kind of work for them, but it's because I've done I've already done write-ups in the past. Like, I don't work for anyone that I don't actually like, which is why I've, I think I'm a pretty honest person, and, I tell the truth. So, yeah, I did write-ups before on them, before I'd, done anything for them. I was just in their Discord, everything all the time, like chronically online, all that shit. And then, we got a little roll. So this is, what I was talking about. This is built on top of those Orca whirlpools. So these are vaults, right? So say we're extremely bullish on Sol. So we'd want just Sol exposure. So right now, this is the two coins, Stake Sol and Sol. So they've built like a position on Orca between these two coins, and then you will earn fees between swapping between these two coins. And like they have the ranges here, and it's automatically, like, for more volatile things, it's automatically done by, like, quant maths and everything, like absolute nerd stuff that a WASI should never be able to understand, and like optimized to, get the best range and everything. But they just have these pools where you just literally set and forget it, right? So if you've put your Sol in, 1, you're earning yield on Stake Sol already. 2, you're only exposed to Solana, like the Sol coin. 3, you're getting, the yield from the swaps between them as well. And 4, there's also there's Lido coins added to it. And Lido is absolutely insanely bullish right now, as everyone's probably seen. So that's, I don't know, hopefully going to keep going up in value. And that's automatically compounded into your position to grow the sizes of the two coins. So it's already sold into these two coins and then deposited back into the pool to grow your shares. And you don't grow the number of shares, you get like the price, but it's beautiful. It's just a machine. I'm still not going to log in, but see, like, you just go through and there's some absolutely, like, insane ones. Like, the APY is, it is just a, it's not like 100% like that is going to be the APY for the whole year. It can go up extremely much, like during a high volume, high volatile times, and it can go down 8. But, say, look, this one. SAMO, if there's a dog season, it's got an awesome vault. SAMO USDH, the stablecoin from Hubble. It's pretty good range. And then SAMO incentivized it with so much per week that the vault is just absolutely insane. And there's just so much cool stuff to do. I recommend just exploring CLMMs and learning more about them, learning more about liquidity provision, market making, and just absolutely just getting out there and stop being a chain maxi and do something, because you could do like 7 layers of lending and borrowing and swapping between 2 different places, Solend and Hubble, earn extra yield on like the loans that you're paying, the loans like I've showed you before, like this one, and then you can come back to Kamino, deposit it there, and even on one of them, look, you can borrow from the stable pool, but I think it's usually like at max anyway. But you can borrow at this and then come back and do it again. And just, it's absolutely, guys, look, just fucking do something, okay? Stop being chain maxis on your $76 gas fees. I do them too, but I do this as well, Grow up and lose money like me, like a man, like a WASI, fuck.